I, in the time I built my philosophy, my sound signature. Let's say when I mixing, I always want to bring a special experience to the listener, and I want that the listener can hear every detail of the arrangement. And also I want to bring the emotion the artists are putting in their music. So I applied the same philosophy on the tuning of headphones. For me, it's very important that when someone listens to music, can reach the emotions that the artist wanted to deliver. Deliver that for the headphone is the most important thing. Let's say, first I receive a prototype that we start working on. I listen to that, and I give back to the laboratory with some indication of what is the changes I think this device needs. So they keep the product, they make some changes, and they send me back. I listen again, I analyze the device again, and I give again my opinion. And so it is a back and forth process that is going on until I find that the device is completely balanced, and there are nothing is hidden beside some frequency. If the device is an active device like Bluetooth headphones, at that point I start to make an EQ, and this is the fine-tuning of the headphones. I have to say that the perfect driver, I tell that many times, doesn't exist. So creating the perfect balance in the device, EQ apart, is not an easy task. And most of the time is to find the best compromise to achieve the better result. To listen to the headphones, I use specific songs that I know very well. These are files. I also use it to listen speakers in other studios. I told you before. These are extracted from CDs. I carefully extracted and transferred to WAV files. I know these songs, all the content of this song very well. So I use every song for some specific part of my listening to the device. And if I find that the device have some distortion or unwanted noise, I use sine waves to find this kind of distortions. Sounds are made by many frequencies, and the sine wave is a single pure frequency. So did you ever heard a diapason? The sound of the sine wave is similar to the diapason. The diapason is the fork used to tune instruments. And because I know the pure sound, if I hear other frequencies together, I can understand that these frequencies are produced by distortion. When I started to work with the company, some acoustic engineer proposed me to read some white paper from some researcher, and I read it, and I thought there was something I was not agree, so I didn't base my tuning on these papers. I based more on my knowledge and my taste. So I think the main difference on that is maybe other companies are basing the tuning process more on these white papers than what we do. When you tune a prototype and all the steps after is not the same like the production one. So when the product goes in production, I check that the sound of the production one is the same of my prototype. I care that the final sound is the same. The ears are a kind of microphone, but listening doesn't end in our ears. Listening is a process that made the human survive in nature. It's similar to all other senses we have. For example, when we look to something, we use the eyes, and the eyes are like a camera sending all the points to the brain, and the brain makes the elaboration of all this information and perceives the forms of the object you can see. This process is not perfect because maybe we don't see enough points, and sometimes we have what is called illusions. The same happens with the sounds, with the ears. So all the information coming from the ears are going to the brain, and the brain analyzes the information that they receive. So we can say that what I hear is similar to what you hear, but not exactly the same.